This program is designed to provide general information with regards to the subject matters covered. This information is given with the understanding that neither the hosts, guests, sponsors, or station are engaged in rendering any specific and personal, medical, financial, legal, counseling, professional service, or any advice. You should seek the services of competent professionals before applying or trying any suggested ideas.
Welcome to Behind the Scenes, for your half-assed entertainment news with no bullshit, with our hosts, the Baroness and Bear Fiorda, only on Talk 4 Media.
Welcome to Behind the Scenes. I'm the Baroness of Ayrshire and Glenlyon. Well, technically, I believe the entire title is Her Ladyship, the Baroness Morris of Ayrshire and Glenlyon.
You've got to love saying that. I would abuse that so much if it was in your position.
It's so long. It's so long. And we are on with my co-host,
yes,
Punchy McStinky Pants.
That's not a title I give people, and I would not be abusing that one. I would be hiding that from everybody.
We are on with my co-host, Snuggly McCuddlepants.
Well, you know what? Pants seems to be a staple in both. So let's keep with the pants. How about Danger Murder Pants?
Okay, with my co-host Danger, he murdered his pants. Bear Fiorda, and he has a fight in not next week, but the week after. We're going to
2 weeks from now.
We'll be coming to you live from Mexico,
Monterrey, Mexico. 2 weeks from now for the Pan Americas or the Pan Ams. It's a week-long or 5-day-long MMA event. There's going to be multiple matches a day. I think there's multiple cages. Different weight classes, different age groups. It's a whole thing, and that's going to be the 16th through the 22nd.
By our hotel there, we're going to have.
I am sponsored by the hotel. It's actually really nice. Yeah,
it is.
And
we are going to have all of the information for you guys, and we'll be seeing you live from Mexico.
Yes.
Now, I am going to ask. For you, Bear, we've had some MMA scandals. We can start there. Then I'll talk about my royal scandals.
Well, I think the biggest scandal, the biggest scandal. Oh, okay, very nice.
My scandal tops your scandal.
It does not.
Okay.
100%. I'm probably wrong on that in terms of international, but because I'm an MMA fighter, to me this is the biggest deal. We had an MMA scandal in the UFC. I think it was UFC Vegas 111 this last weekend, where we had a guy who is 7-1 or 7-0. He's a top tier wrestler. He was unbelievably the favorite in this fight. I think it was like a minus, not into the thousands, but minus high hundreds for betting on him. And then the day before or the day of, immediately some $17 million got shifted into betting on the other guy for him to lose in the first round. And sure as shit, the first round happens. This all-star of a wrestler and athlete gets taken down and gets choked by the most bullshit rear naked choke possible and taps out almost immediately from the choke. The ref stops it, breaks it up. Obviously, it's over. Everyone's got doubts. And then they start looking into the betting pool and see that for the first time, some of these betting companies are refunding money to people who bet on the guy who's supposed to be the favorite because he lost and everyone's in on it. And so now they're getting their money back because technically they should not have lost money on him. He was going to win the fight. He made a ton of money. I'm sure the people who orchestrated this made this far more money.
So you think he faked it?
100%. And then the UFC cut him. And now they have the FBI looked it up, investigating the situation, investigating the betting apps and the people who were setting this up behind the scenes. And the guy, like I said, was cut from the UFC. He's never going to fight for them again. So
even the UFC thinks he faked it.
Yeah, everyone thinks he faked it. They absolutely, we're all sure of it, but we just need concrete proof at this point. It's very circumstantial.
I get it, but that's the moment you're like, what if he didn't?
No, if he didn't, then they roofied him before the fight to have a performance like that. You know, it's just not possible. It really isn't. Because even if he was bad, even he's not going to be that bad. It's not feasible. And then of course the betting makes it all really weird. Why would everyone see him as the favorite? And then millions get shifted into thinking the other guy's going to knock him out in the first or take him out in the first round.
Look at the situation with what's his face with the the Mike Tyson situation, he accused Jake Paul of
yeah, but that didn't go anywhere, did it? He made the post on X. He's like,
and then everyone
shut
let it
up,
go.
you paid me 10 million to take a dive, basically. And then I feel like barely anyone talked about it, and then it just got let go completely. He totally dropped the whole situation. And now actually Jake Paul, another thing, interesting news, Jake Paul's match with Gervonta Davis got canceled this last week as well, not because he was trying to pay him off and Gervonta wouldn't have it, which, by the way, he was inferring that there was some kind of script this entire time. But that Gervonta Davis woke up one day and was like, man, wife, you talk too much, and just started beating the shit out of her. And so they kicked him from the fight. Yeah. World famous boxer. I don't know if he's done it before.
CTE? Like, I don't know. I guess I look
he
at
doesn't
it.
get hit a lot. I don't know.
I guess I look at it this way. I look at it. You've almost punched me when I snuck up behind you, and you have punched me in your sleep. Thank God you.
No,
can't punch
absolutely.
very
I'll
hard.
get scared, or I'm like having a fight dream.
But there's no part where I think you would actively ever put your hands on me or anyone else.
Yeah. No, and
that you're not being paid to put them on.
Right. But this is the situation we're dealing with. We got rampant abuse and scandals in the fight world right now.
Oh, I can top that.
All right,
So
we're listening.
Prince
What do you
Andrew has lost his title, even the title of Prince, which is considered a birth title, because of the scandal with Epstein. So Nobody's Girl was a memoir that came out with the young girl that had been abused by Epstein.
Yeah.
Said she had a relationship a couple of times with Andrew. And because she committed self-harm, she's gone.
Yeah.
She asked for the book to be released. And so this book has come out. Epstein's gone, she's gone. So the only person left to blame is Prince Andrew. He's lost all his titles. He's lost his residence. He has lost his Order of the Garter. He's lost everything because of this. And he's never been convicted of anything, done any of that. So he's no longer His Royal Highness. And then Fergie, who has stuck with him for years and years and years and years, finally left him. So it looks like she was sticking around for the money.
Whoa, she divorced him, really?
They were already divorced.
Okay, just want to can I have that? I'm sorry.
Okay.
I just want to make sure we give a quick shout out to the hotel that is sponsoring us. It is the Hotel Hampton by Hilton Gallerias in Monterrey, Mexico. So thank you very, very much for that. Thank you for helping me remember my sponsorship. I appreciate you very much.
He kept calling it the Hilton instead of Hamptons by Hilton.
Okay, that's fair. The Hamptons by Hilton.
So we're in Monterrey, Mexico. We're excited. If you know Bear, come say hi, obviously. But we are not really going to be going out. He's going to spend all of his time at the venue. So come watch the fights.
I just looked at our wonderful engineer's comments and he asked if we're sponsored by ICE and then said free trip to Mexico, LOL.
No,
no,
in Mexico.
We are not sponsored by ICE. And we are definitely already going to be in Mexico. Thankfully, not by force.
And the only person that would get deported is me.
Why you?
I've nearly been deported a few times. They almost didn't let me back into America a couple of times from Mexico. And in Canada, I almost got back deported.
Well, to be fair, the Mexico thing is they didn't let us back because I had accidentally brought salad across the border. And then when we tried to go back into the States, they found the salad and they're like, hey, we think you're smuggling this bagged lettuce that says Caesar salad in English from an American company. So we're going to send you to secondary inspection. In which case they tore our entire car apart. And as everything was lying on the floor, they said, yeah, you're fine. Just put it all back and get ready to leave. Thank you, Border Patrol.
It was so much fun.
Gotta love it.
Yep. And then Paramount is laying off 1,000 people. Paramount Global.
Everyone's laying off people.
Yep.
So many people are losing their jobs.
It
is
really getting ridiculous.
It
So
is getting
Paramount
ridiculous.
Global's doing that. YouTube is having some issues. They aren't showing. They're fighting with Disney.
Okay.
My money, of course, is always on Disney. The parent company of Gucci.
Is that the LVMH?
LVMH, yep.
Okay.
They have a creative residency in Shanghai. Then we have a pig named Breakfast that ran away from a Buffalo police officer. And
pig
named Buffalo. His
pig named Breakfast
in Buffalo. Escaped. Mm-hmm. And then at the Vogue World Fashion event, they had Nicole Kidman there, who played Satine in Moulin Rouge.
Okay.
And had the original diamond outfit she wore for Moulin Rouge.
Yes.
So, of course, they had it worn by Kylie Jenner.
Yeah.
If you have
this-
Nicole Kidman, why take the discount version?
Ooh, shit! Shots fired.
That
Kylie
isn't. I
Jenner.
like Kylie. No, it was Kendall Jenner.
Kendall Jenner.
It
Okay.
was, and I like Kendall Jenner. I think she's a perfectly fine model. But if you have Nicole Kidman, why do you have Kendall Jenner wearing Satine's outfit?
A pig named Breakfast. That's not his name. That's his destiny, according to our sound engineer.
Very
so thank you.
much.
Yes.
Well, I think that's probably why they called him Breakfast.
I just want to say that when you said Satine, there was a small part of me that was really hoping you were talking about Duchess Satine.
I don't know the Duchess of Satine.
Would you like to know?
Sure.
Yeah, it's not a story the Jedi would tell you. It was a duchess of a planet, and actually a conglomerate of planets, but the moon of this planet was constantly attacking the planet. Eventually they won, and with the help of a former Sith Lord, they had the Duchess executed in front of Obi-Wan, and he cried. That was very hard to hear because he actually loved her, even though he's not technically allowed to have those type of relationships or emotions with another person, because that's against
I thought
the
I was going to get a history lesson, or there was a duchess that I didn't know, and I'm sitting here going,
Oh
my
my
God, I'm supposed to know these people, and now he's talking about bloody Jedis.
It's Star Wars, yeah. It's Star Wars lore. I knew I'd get you with the word Duchess, and I'm so
I know where you sleep.
yes, you do, and I will die a happy man. I will die a fulfilled man because of this bit.
Yeah,
Oh
we
my
have
God,
one
it
rule
was
in the
so
house.
funny.
If it is I'm putting a blanket.
Yes, go ahead.
If it is a story about Jedi, we don't tell it to me.
That's not true.
That is.
Well, it might be true now. In actually non-Jedi related news, there was an issue where the King Institute, do you know where that is or what that is?
If you say this is going to be.
It's not. I just learned about this today too, because I didn't know they had this institute for him. This is about a person.
Okay.
So this is Martin Luther King's family and associates formed the King Institute after his passing away. And what I saw today in the news was OpenAI and them had come to an agreement that AI videos made about Martin Luther King that are very inappropriate, so in general they stopped it, have been put to a halt, so you can no longer use or make AI generated videos that include Martin Luther King in any way, shape, or form. And the way they worded it, I agree. The way they worded it was they have worked together to not allow any more AI generated videos of Martin Luther King, which to me says the King Institute saw all the bullshit that was being made about him and then went to OpenAI and said, we're going to sue the fuck out of you.
I'd like to remind everyone,
stop this.
Every time we use bad language, we give money to the Boys and Girls Club of America, the Humane Society of America, and Free MMA. He swears because we care.
Fucking Jake Paul makeup tutorials is fine. He didn't die in the name of civil rights. Okay, so when we hear it's just no different.
It's like when they made your face into a sperm. You were fine with that.
Yeah, I didn't die for your rights. No, but Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, any really big historical figure that made such a huge positive change for
what
the
about
world,
Mahatma Gandhi? He molested little girls.
I'm okay with that one.
What about the Dalai Lama? There was a whole tongue.
He tongues little boys. So yeah, no, that's fine too. If you touch or inappropriate with kids, fuck you. Okay, you can have AI generated videos made about you screwing goats.
I think there's good and bad in everyone. Look at Mother Teresa. She did a lot of good for many people. But she was also kind of a bitch.
Listen, and
let people suffer in pain. She thought it was God's punishment for them being poor.
That's just perspective more than a bad personality.
I think that's a bad personality.
Look, all I'm saying is unless it comes out that MLK was a groomer.
He was not.
Of course he's not. Like, unless he comes out about he being this horrible guy. He was Epstein 1. He was the first version. Like, I don't care. Don't make videos about the guy. I think I can get the frustration there. I really can.
I think it comes down to when you have people that have made a very positive difference in the world.
Yeah.
To utilize them for sales. It was like they did that. There was a mattress company that did an ad of Malala.
Who's Malala?
She was a young woman that was shot trying to get an education. She now lives in the United Kingdom, but she was shot in the face. And she survived, is getting her education. She's in the United Kingdom right now. It's a whole thing. And the video, the ad they did, I'm not going to put it up and I'm not going to tell you what company it is because I don't want to give them work, is they shot this girl and they watch her flying through the air. She lands on a mattress, stands up with her hand up, receiving an award, bouncing off their mattress.
Yeah, I could see why that would be a little insensitive. But, you know, I think there's a broader problem here at play, and that is that the internet has become so rampant with bad, awful things that we're just desensitized and can even find it really funny to see people put into this context or light. The way I like to think of it is anytime there's a scandal now, it's just so irrelevant. That person can make a full recovery in a couple of months or a couple of years unless they genuinely fuck it up, like that Ned guy from the Try Guys situation, where he was cheating on his wife for a long time. It became super public. They stepped back from the light. They separated, not divorced yet. And then he made a comeback making a podcast. He could have done it if he came on, took ownership, and then went on to be
no.
here's how you can be a better man through my mistakes.
Marketing 101. You do not do a podcast where you bring your wife on to talk about your affair like you aren't the one that had it and it happened to you.
Yes, Jada Pinkett Smith.
Yeah, he did. He Pinkett Smithed her. But essentially, what he ended up doing was making everyone hate him. If he would have turned around and been like, look, I did this. I humiliated my wife. What I did was a horrible thing, and I'm going to live with that forever. But, you know, I'm coming back to the internet. I'm going to talk about it.
Yeah.
I want to make some money for my family. I want to, you know, do that because I got some child support to pay. Now he's making his own all by myself Try Guy videos that feature on him. He's buying views, which is not good. And the only video that did well was the one where he interrogated his poor wife.
I didn't even know he was doing that. It's absolutely fucking ridiculous. We do have our guest in here with us. Do you think this is a great segue for our guest?
Oh, yes, absolutely. It's the perfect segue. I'm looking down.
Let's do it this way. Speaking of not internet scandals and not people screwing around with MLK's name or likeness, let's bring on
people
to the show
that haven't had
people who have class.
People who have not Ned Fulmered their wives.
They've not Ned Fulmered their wives. People who run in a beautiful, amazing fashion show out here in Los Angeles and many other places around the world, New Delhi, in January. Let's bring on to the show Shogun, oh my God, Septimius and Rashad. Are you serious?
I give up.
I'm sorry. Hi, guys. Never going to say it right.
I give up. Not once. Not once have you gotten it right.
Hey, what's going on?
She's looking at me like I'm going to get fired from whatever it is I'm doing.
It took me a long time to get the name right.
Not one time.
Not one time. I'm so sorry. I do feel bad about that.
He's trying. We'll just assume you get punched a lot.
Yeah, I think so. So, we also have
we have Mama Robyn on?
Mama Robyn will also be joining us as well from the team.
Fantastic. We've got Mama Robyn on. So, guys, I'm going to hand it over to you because we have a big group today. I'm excited for that. We'll start at our top right. So I'm going to start with you, gentlemen. Then we'll go to Mama Robyn. Then we'll go to Shogun. We'll start with you guys. Tell everyone a little bit about yourselves because we got a whole group here. We had Mama Robyn. She's disappeared.
Yeah. Well, hello, everyone. My name is Septimius The Great. I am a Grammy Award winning and today, again, nominated today. Music artist, actor, fashion designer, and also event host and coordinator for LA Fashion Closet.
For those that don't know, when someone is up for a Grammy or an award, the more you talk about them online, tweet out, post out, push out, click out, there is a select voting group. If you go to those people and say you like him, it makes a difference. Talk about him, follow him, go push him.
Yes, thank you.
Hey, congratulations, Septimius. Hey, everyone. I am Rashad Todd. I am actor, model, and show director for a phenomenal show that we just had for LA Fashion Closet. Hello.
Absolutely.
Hello. Mama Robyn, are you there? Can we get you?
Oops,
I think she disappeared.
Just disappeared.
All right. Shogun, could you tell everyone about yourself?
I am LA Fashion Closet. How are you guys? It's good to talk to you again. Yes, I'm the founder and CEO of LA Fashion Closet. We do shows all across the globe, and we just got done with a beautiful, beautiful show in Los Angeles. It happened like over a week ago, but we are still kind of so excited, getting great feedback, and we worked amazingly together. So yeah, we'll talk more about it as we go, but yeah, that's what we do. And we have another beautiful show coming up January 3rd in India, Delhi.
I love that. In Delhi. Now I love your glasses, Mama Robyn. Can you tell everyone who you are? I know you're new to the show. You just stole the show.
I know. Yeah, she always does.
Well, hi. This is Mama Robyn here. I am the design and model coordinator for LA Fashion Closet, working along with my most amazing team. And yes, we just finished a phenomenal show here in Los Angeles, and already with feet on the ground, boots on the ground, however you describe it, getting ready to head towards New Delhi, India. Excited.
I think it's fantastic. So guys, I'm going to do this. We're going to do it a little differently than we normally do. Normally we have people on one-on-one. We talk about what's coming up, that sort of thing. We had a lot of interest when you were on about the fashion show. So I'd love to do an autopsy, kind of talk about what happened, how it went, what's coming next, and what advice you guys would give from all your different areas to people that want to be in media. So I know, Mama Robyn, you were backstage. We'll start with you. The good, the bad, and the ugly. How'd it go?
We've had long meetings about this already.
She's like, I'm already sick of this.
Well, yeah, the thing is, it's how it was presented and how it looked to the audience. That at the end of the day, it's like when you give birth, you know, you go into all the things as a woman giving birth to a child. You forget about it all when that beautiful baby comes in your hand. And it's like all the birthing pains, all the stuff that you went through. It's like, what stuff? What happened? So it really goes out of your mind, because the show was phenomenal at the end of the day. And there's always Murphy's Law. No matter how much you plan, how much you write, how much you put on paper. I'm old school. I put it on paper. I put it in the computer. No matter what, it's going to go wrong.
Yes.
I don't care how right you make it. So at the end of the day, when you have a team like ours, it pulls off. It's great. It works. And that's all I can say. I'm not going to let any negative energy come forward in any form about what was bad, because at the end of the day, it was nothing bad. That's all I got to say.
You just compared it to the birthing process.
Yes. That's a great analogy. Great analogy.
That is fantastic.
And I was going to say the birthing process probably is once or twice in a lifetime, maybe 3 times, but here we're doing it every 2 months.
Sometimes 2 or 3 times a month.
Yeah.
2 or 3 times a month.
It's a miracle.
It's
ongoing.
Yes, for sure.
But you know, every time we learn something new, we always know how we could get better. So as Mama Robyn stated, it looked phenomenal to everyone. It was some things backstage, but as long as it looks great, we're capable of making it happen.
It did. From the audience, it looked absolutely perfect. I can tell you guys, there was not, everyone absolutely loved it. It went really, really well. Just from an audience perspective. I'm sure it wasn't that way from your perspective. But from where I was sitting, it looks great.
Well, everybody got access to those earphones, those headphones. Right.
If only you heard what was going on in those headphones.
We need the tapes. That's what we need.
Yeah. And it's really hard because
that conversation. Yeah.
Exactly. It's really hard because I'll get my direction from them, and I'm in front of you. I'm at the audience. I'm smiling. Everything is fine. And then I'm hearing all kinds of crazy stuff. Do this, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, no problem.
It's like there is always fire behind us. It is a special effect, part of the show, totally normal.
Exactly.
Don't worry about it.
Exactly. Yeah. But I think it was a phenomenal show. We've done a lot of shows. I've been with LA Fashion Closet for almost 2 years now. I think it's like an 8th or 9th show. Yeah. And every time it gets better and better, no matter what country or continent we're on, it just gets better. And that last show, I agree. I was on stage as a host, but I can just see it in you guys' eyes in the audience. We're just really engaged and really excited about the show. And that's what makes it all worthwhile.
Yeah, and I can see it from the monitor. So I just see in the audience, and I'm just telling everyone in the headset, this looks good, team. I know it's crazy, but it looks good.
It was packed. It was completely packed.
Yes.
Time. So yeah. So that was great. I mean, with the last we were packed like that was in Milan, where there were lines 2 blocks down, and where people got mad at us for not being able to come in. But it was that kind of packed. It was amazing.
That's the good kind of packed. People being mad that they can't come is the absolute right way to have it.
Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm.
And also, what I find is really great is that people are now calling, asking what can they do to be a part. People that would have never looked this way before. People who are really, really these supermodels. It's like, where do I sign up? That makes me feel good.
Yeah,
that absolutely has to be like a huge confidence boost or a big help to the ego for you guys, because that's awesome.
It's not even just ego, it shows the results. When you have people that are industry staples wanting to be a part of something, that shows how well you're doing.
Yes, it does.
And then
sorry, go ahead, Septimius.
Oh no, and us as planners, we went through a lot to put the show on, but you guys was one in the audience. Bear, you were a model. How was your experience?
Yeah, I was gonna say it. As a model, I don't know what everyone's experience is, and I will say this: I'm definitely a guest model. I get privileges, or I get a lot of extra help because I don't necessarily always know my place, which I appreciate. But I didn't see any problems. From my perspective, I had an idea of what my role is, and so as long as I followed my steps, I was fine throughout the whole process. There was no issues, no complaints. I got in and out of my stuff quickly. Even a quick change up last minute where I walked twice for a separate designer where everything was very streamlined. So
he's obsessed with the hat that he wore at the end.
I did like that hat.
Bear was a funny story because I know he was walking for Septimius, right?
Yes.
And then I saw the outfit with this designer, Lovell. That's the other designer you walked with, right, Bear?
Yes.
Right. And I was like, wait a minute, that's for Bear. Bear will look good in that. And Bear has no idea. No one knows. And then I told the designer, Mr. Olovell, go look for Bear. And I said, what does Bear look like? Where is Bear? So we were looking for Bear everywhere. Then I pointed towards Bear. Go catch him. Go find him. He will be your model. He looked great in this outfit. That's how it happened. So, Bear just walked with Mr. Olovell. He looked fantastic in that as well.
That was great. You have some really interesting designers. And I love that you do design with a cause. That's very, very unique. I've worked with a lot of fashion shows and, I've worked for Victoria's Secret, and we'll throw in, some charity to try and look good, but it's not fashion with a cause. It's not what you guys do. What you do is singularly unique. Can you tell everyone a little bit about it?
Well, absolutely, especially with our new tagline, fashion beyond borders. We really want to invite people from every corners of life. It may be an upcoming designer. It may be, like, for example, this time we had a blind lady goddess with Mystique Fashions. She was a blind designer who came with blind models. So she
put Braille on the shirts. It really caught me.
Yeah.
It was really clever.
It was done for the first time in any of the shows ever, especially in Los Angeles. And we were so touched. And then she gave a speech where she got a standing ovation. We were all in tears. And I'm looking at Septimius. Septimius is looking at me. We're crying. I'm like, you're crying. I'm not crying. So it was so touching. So yes, absolutely. We want to encourage more and more of this. We want to do more of that. We want to not just call it fashion beyond borders. We want to be truly beyond borders and not just skin color, culture, people with disabilities. Everybody is welcome to participate, to promote their cause. That is what we believe in.
You are literally the opposite of any company I've ever worked for. Victoria's Secret, Paramount, take a damn note. So we had a lot of people write in, they want to model. That last time you guys were on, we had a lot of people asking what they can do to get into modeling. I'm going to ask you, because you're all in different places of this, and a model would have to deal with all of you. What advice, if you had one model, one guy coming in, he wants to model, what advice would you give him? My advice is put down the cheeseburger, not helpful. What advice would you guys give them?
I'd let Mama Robyn answer the question.
Well, the first thing that I would say, know your niche, know what learn, be open for education to learn what a model really is, where your place is, what type of model you want to be. Everybody's not fit for the runway. Everybody's not. Some is editorial models, some are streetwear, some is urban wear. Be ready to learn what castings are about, comp cards. Be ready to get educated first. It's more than the glitz and glamour, so that you're not setting yourself up for failure and setting yourself up to go nowhere, or just to, depending on how serious you want to be about it. But the knowledge is key. Knowledge is key. First, learn about being a model and what type of model that you fit into, what type of model that you will be, and just keep learning, and it'll work out. And
like
be open to criticism.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
wow.
That
Yeah.
is in life, that is the one thing I always tell people. Stop taking offense when someone tells you you're wrong or you make a mistake. Freaking learn.
Yes.
That is the biggest thing. If people could get that one thing, I did a whole TED talk on it. If people could get that one thing, life would be super easy. I don't know why they can't, but they can't. That was the best. That was the best advice. Don't just take that for modeling. Everywhere in life, people, please.
Yes. Unless you have to fight me, in which case, please never take criticism. Please don't listen to your coaches. Never show up to the gym. I don't know. How do I make it easier for myself?
They should eat the cheeseburger.
They should eat the cheeseburger.
Yes.
It's actually, I love that. And I agree with all that. In pretty much any facet of life, be willing to take criticism, be willing to learn, especially when you're in the very beginning stages of whatever career path you chose. If you treat it like your glass is full, you've got all the knowledge, you're going to very quickly learn and make tons of mistakes that you cannot recover from.
You tell everyone that in the gym.
Because
empty the cup.
It's
You
true
come in with a
anywhere.
cup full,
Empty
you
the
can't,
cup. Be an empty cup. That's what matters most.
I will say it was interesting to watch him model. He's like 215 pounds, which is what he's fighting at right now. And I'm not used to that much weight on him when he models.
Oh, they did wonderful. They covered my stomach up. Like I felt so confident.
They had to deal with you.
It was
because he's usually 185. That's his fight weight, is between 170 185. They've got him fighting at 215. So he comes in. I'm like, okay.
No, it was loose.
Well, he knew his truth. He knew he was in his truth. He knew what he was dealing with. So there you go.
I remember
he's not loving the high.
I remember dressing him backstage. I was like, "Here, Bear, try this. You know what? Try this one."
The second outfit.
Yeah, the second outfit was perfect. Yeah.
They put him up. He's looking for. Yeah, he's going to go back down after this fight. Thank God. But it was a moment. I'm like, oh. This is going to be a problem. All right, gentlemen, I'll ask you, and then I will ask our lovely CEO. What advice would you have?
Sure. I would say, as I stated last time on here, professionalism. Professionalism plays a big part in confidence. So confidence and professionalism goes hand in hand. Once you have that confidence, I mean, you're already in the door, even if you're probably not the tallest or however you look. Once you have that confidence, it might win us over. And then once you have that professionalism, such as Mama Robyn said, you're willing to learn and take critiques, then everything could go so much smoother and you get called for other shows, no matter how you look.
Yeah, I agree with that. And just to piggyback on that, I'm a big advocate for not having an ego. No matter how beautiful you are, the body is perfect or whatever the case may be, just don't have an ego, because there's 1 million of you just like you, basically, online in any fashion show. And models get hooked on how many likes and comments and how beautiful I am, but that's not really important in a fashion show, because models are basically hangers. You are there to make the outfit look good. You're not there to just make you look good. So the ego has to go.
For sure. That is an odd one with people, because it's funny. I actually think the influencers, no offense, Beb, are ruining modeling. But I love you.
Well, thank you.
But in general, I see a lot of these girls, and I'm like, wow, it's definitely they're more worried about the clicks than the clothes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, they need to put those tantrums aside and come in. Even if you are a professional model with a bunch of experience, there's something to learn. Every project, every event, they should be open-minded that way. And as Septimius said, eventually, I mean, they're models. There's a reason why they're called models, because they're there to model a designer's clothes and not their faces. And some models will come with, oh, I want a hair like this, I want this lipstick, that color don't suit me. No, you are there do whatever the designer wants you to do. Even we don't tell you what to do. The designer has his own vision, his own perspective, and he's there to showcase his clothes or her clothes on you. So that is what some people need to learn. I mean, we work with a lot of good, humble models, even the experienced ones. We have some amazing ones out there, but we problem cases too, and that's fine. You know, we deal with that all the time.
What's interesting to me is, it's funny, Naomi Campbell, lovely woman, giant pain in the butt for everybody, unless she's working. The one place that she doesn't mess around is at work. And when she fell when she was walking for Westwood, they tried to pay her a fortune to recreate that, and she's like, no, I'm not going to go pretend to be a bad model. Like, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that for attention. I'm not going to do that. It nearly cost her a career.
No, professionalism over money.
That's it. And so she refused to do it. And this is when she was like on her way up. She just come after Linda Evangelista. But yeah, she it's, for as difficult as she is. Like, I knew one of her assistants. I know people she's worked with. More than one phone has been thrown.
Right.
Never at the shows. Like, never a toe out of place at the shows.
You know, Rashad, was something you said that it got me thinking about this. The world of modeling, I think maybe it was always something similar like this, but to the people who just watch the shows or live outside this world, they have an image of what a model is, at least aesthetically speaking, what they're supposed to be. And we can see from these shows that it's just a wide variety. It's not necessarily very concrete anymore. So
it's just their shows that it's like that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They're the ones kind of setting.
Let me give you an example. So even like I think Rihanna started this trend a lot with her Fenty lingerie line, with her Savage Fenty line. So I think she was she gave like an open door to this, where she gave a diversity of different type of models. You know, people walking down there with, you know, metal legs and different weight types and everything. So, you know, so modeling could be very diverse now. So it just depends. And as you've seen those models, if you did watch the show, they had the confidence. So, you know, and it makes you kind of want to be them in a way, like, wow, maybe not particularly them, but you want to have their confidence that they have. And that's what modeling is all about, is having that confidence. And they were making the lingerie look good for their body type. So that's what it's all about.
She did so well. If you guys go back 2 years, and I'm going to encourage the audience to do this, I'm still under contract, so I would never say that Victoria's Secret directly ripped off Fenty. I would never say that. Go back 2 years and look. Because that would be a breach of my contract. I would never say that.
No disparagement.
I would never. They are what you know how good you would have to be for that company to rip you off that way. I'm just saying, 2 years. Go
careful
back
before they take you to small claims court.
It's Shadows in Arches. Go have a look. Small claims, my what? Do you know how much money I owe them? But it's great, and I think you're right. I think I really think they made a huge difference in that realm, and I think you guys are too. You've got blind models walking. You're going all over the world. You're bringing fashion from one part of the world to another. You really are breaking down borders, because everything is very insulated. If you look at even what LVMH is doing with Gucci in Shanghai now. It's very, very insulated. It's very different than what they put out here with the characters, and the short film they did here is completely different. Everything's very regional, except for what you're doing. You're taking everything from one place to another, and that is very unique.
Yeah. My thing is, if they could just follow the direction correctly, like we like to keep everything fast paced, entertaining. If they could just follow that simple formula, it'll be great. Because, you know, as a show director, and I'm looking at those monitors, I could tell when the audience gets bored quick. So if a model's out there too long, and like I could see when people are ready to get out their seats. If the segment for a designer is too long, I could tell when people are ready to get out their seats. So we try to keep things entertaining, fast paced. So that's where that professionalism comes in, and willing to learn. So, but this was an incredible show here.
It was. What do you guys think the best show you've had is? What was the worst? You don't have to say when. And what was the difference? What was the big difference? What made them? What was the contrast?
Well, I think we're getting
my all-time favorite. I'm always saying is sorry. Go ahead.
No, sorry. I was just saying that we're getting more and more organized with every show. Like, we're not perfect, we are learning with every project that we do, every show. Every country is different. The people in every country is different, and we're going to so many different places. We have to do shows as per, the standards in that country, and we have to keep changing constantly. So we try to adapt very quickly. We try to learn. We are very, very open to feedback. So if someone tells us this wasn't right, we'll try to fix it the next time. So I think that's what happened in this particular show. Whatever little opportunity areas we had, we try to address those. Of course, you cannot be 100% right all the time. There will always be some flaws here and there. You cannot please 100% of the population all the time. There will always be a couple of people here and there. But I feel as long as you're able to please majority of the people, more than 90% or 90%, I think we're good. And in this particular show, and I would call this our best show in Los Angeles.
Nice.
I mean, we've had more, like in Milan, beautiful shows. Zurich was beautiful. So you can't really compare these shows. But if I were to compare LA show to another LA show, LA, this one was the best. Yes, for sure.
LA has a very very bad history with fashion, and I don't mean that in a bad way. This is not New York. For those of you out there, LA is the most broken up, insulated mess for fashion. New York Fashion Week, they work together. They try not to step on each other's toes. LA is such a hot mess and doesn't
oversaturated.
That's it. It's oversaturated. It's disorganized, and it's competitive versus collaborative.
Very yes.
And so it's probably the worst possible market for fashion. Just no doubt.
True.
Yeah. And so to actually pull off a show here is really, really hard. It is very hard.
Yeah.
Without sounding arrogant or something, I can actually very comfortably say we are the number one production in Los Angeles.
Yes, you are. Absolutely. You absolutely are. That's without question.
It's the truth. No arrogance here at all.
No, you are correct. It is, because you can watch the other ones. You've had ones that have been around for quite a while, but they break up, they downsize, two people get into an argument. Now you've got three shows that were two. And in New York,
the quality has gone down for all of
pretty
them.
much. And in New York, everyone's like, I don't care if I hate you. I don't care if you slept with my wife. We are working together now. Let's get the show done.
They do.
It's a very different world.
Yes.
Yeah. And, talking about your guys' show, and I agree with you, absolutely being the number one in Los Angeles by far. It's easy to say that.
You're not supposed to. You're not actually.
I could say whatever.
No, you're not. You
whatever. Anyways, my question was, since we're talking about the show and we're thinking back and what we learn from our experiences as you guys develop and get better with putting on your shows, what is one thing each of you can take away from this show that you think you can use to improve for the next one?
Good.
Don't do a show in Los Angeles. We just said
I know one thing on the hosting aspect is, when we have designers give us a bio, and they really give this 4 or 5 pages about their whole entire life. And as a host, you only have a few seconds to introduce because the audience will get bored. So for me, what I've learned is to have real quick conversations with them. Where are you from? What's the name of your line? How do you say it? How you spell it? What is your theme? What do you want to say? And that's it. Because otherwise, I can't bring the audience into, I was born on a farm and, I learned how to pick up a needle, stitch it. I just can't have that conversation in public.
Standing out there reading the life of David Copperfield. I was born.
Exactly. And one thing I hate is when MCs have paper and they just sit there reading. I can't stand that. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's
you are definitely the best MC at this I've seen.
Oh, thank you. I'm learning. I'm still learning. Yep.
You really are. It's incredible. Now, for all of you, why fashion? What is it about fashion that draws you in? It is a very unique, very competitive, very difficult industry. Why did you come here?
Well, I love fashion since I was a child. I didn't know that I would end up being a show director. I think I explained last time how I had on my vision board, thinking I was going to be like a film director or something. Or I just had director on my vision board, and I was thinking film director, but it led it to show directing. Thanks to the different opportunities I've received. But I've loved fashion since I was a child. I just like putting my own style to things. So it's a passion of mine.
I mean, yeah, we all
Absolutely.
have the same passion, and that's why we work so wonderfully well together as a team. Certainly that is one thing common with all of us. It's our passion for sure. And I think fashion, today fashion is not really limited to just clothing. What we do is like, fashion comes with its own different aspects. It's makeup and hair, it's creativity, it's styling, it's dealing with models, designers. So I mean, I love the whole entire aspect of it. I love organizing or putting these shows together, and of course we do it beautifully, as a team. So for me, fashion is bringing people together from different aspects of life, and it's not just about clothing to me. It's about dealing with so many different kinds of people, learning something new every day. So I love doing what I do.
I like that.
Mhm.
Mama Robyn?
Well, in the world of fashion, the artistry, the not having any walls, I don't conform. I'm a nonconformist. I don't think that there is no rules. It's like a 70-year-old woman with a shaved head or a nose ring. It's like who. Listen, there's no rules. Fashion is creativity, and we are beyond borders, which makes it even so much more exciting the older even I get. It's just being able to make fashion. Your creativity, you're just in all aspects, not just clothes. It could just creating. Can come up with anything. You might see turtles on the runway one day. Yeah, you never know. Just
I like that. I like that.
I like that. Yeah.
And fashion for me is because when I was growing up, I was in a shell. I wouldn't talk. I wasn't in front of people. But my
be
girlfriend was
talking
like,
now.
I know, right? Can't shut up sometimes. My ex-girlfriend was like, you should model. I was like, no. But fashion brought me into like being on stage, presenting and becoming another person, being able to act, and then the music aspect and the fashion aspect. And like they were saying, it's all about creating something. And so fashion actually just brought me out of my shell. I evolved because of fashion.
It is incredible. Fashion is wearable art, and we live our lives in it. There's no escape from it. It's always a part of us. Full disclosure to the audience, I always try and do this. We're actually in talks with TLC for a television show about these guys and their show. So I always like to be honest with the audience and say that this is not an ad for that. I'm just letting you know. So when you hear about this later, that's what's going on here. So hopefully you'll be following them to all of these fashion shows.
Ooh, sounds good.
Now, tell us about your upcoming show. That's what everyone wants to know. And when are you coming back to? Where's your next show? And if people want to model, if they want to get involved, where can they find you? Where can they follow you? Where can they follow LA Fashion Closet and each of you?
Septimius, can you say it MC style, please?
Yes, right. Exactly. Next stop, everybody, is New Delhi, India. We are going there for the fashion explosion of Middle East meets Europe, meets America, meets the Caribbean. We are going to fuse fashion all together on January 3rd in New Delhi, India. We're touring India, Taj Mahal, different palaces, you name it, the LA Fashion Closet way. And then after that, of course, we're back in LA in March. So I think we're going to be set for March 22nd.
March
That's
22nd.
Yep. So we'll be here for March season as well.
So I know we have a lot of listeners in India, and I have a lot of family there. Go out, go see the show. Seriously, I'm going to reach out to some friends of mine out there, but go see the show. I think Bear's going to go stick his nose in.
Wow,
Yes.
that would be
We
awesome.
would love it.
And I know Bear has a lot of fans out there. So if you guys want to watch him go fight somebody out there as well, we can do that.
That'd be so cool.
See, Bear,
Not at the fashion show.
No, not at, I had to stress this is the last time you guys were on. They're like, is Bear going to fight at the fashion show? I'm like, no, that's a whole different thing. He's not punching anyone. It's not a thing. They're like, well,
I just want to tell you guys that
we might be able to do a
sanctioned-
presentation like that, right?
But-
You guys want him to fight someone?
well,
We can get
I
it.
was just gonna say that getting sanctioned for matches is very easy, or you can just say it's sparring and not tell anybody.
Or you can just ask Alexis and she can set it up for them.
I didn't give any information.
Super easy.
Okay.
But yeah, that is the thing. If you ever want him to
We want
fight
that-
anyone,
I volunteer to
We
be
want
their
the act
security.
of fighting.
yeah.
The volunteers tribute.
Pardon?
I said Bear will need security in India. I volunteer to be his security.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Perfect. It's perfect.
She's tough.
So I think we're going to stick out. We're going to come stick our nose in there, and I'm going to tell you guys. Make sure to follow them. This is different. I work in film and television. I've worked in media for a very, very, very long time. I'm not going to say how long, because it makes me sound old. But this is different. This is different than any other kind of fashion show. This is different than any other group. If this is something you want to do, if you want to make the world a better place, if you want to be involved in something that is genuinely changing the way fashion works, please reach out to these guys.
Yes, go to www.lafashioncloset.com if you want to get involved. Even if you want to volunteer, model, designers, sponsors, please go to the website. And we also have a casting call on Sunday for models at 11 a.m. Pacific time. So
where is the casting call?
It's going to be virtual, so it works out for everyone around the world.
Oh, it's excellent.
I love that. Okay. So if you guys want to send us a link to that, we'll put it out. Bear can put it on his media for anyone that wants to come in. Guys, is there anything you want to say to the audience? I know we're getting to the end of the show. We have about 5 minutes left. I want to give each of you a minute to talk about yourselves, and then we'll do a sign off. Just because I find you interesting, and I know we don't get as much time to talk when we have a lot of people on.
Sure, I'm going to go ahead and go real quick because I have some Wingstop coming at the door. So yes, thank you guys so much for the support of the show. It was a phenomenal show. I really enjoy working with the team. I really enjoy directing these shows and giving opportunities. Feel free to follow me at Rashad Todd _ on Instagram to keep up with what I have going on. I still do my acting and modeling as well. So always willing to do more work and collab.
Me, myself, I'm Mama Robyn. Thank you so much for having me and my amazing team, because there's no I in team, and together everyone achieves more, and we are just that. And looking forward to seeing you soon.
From a marketing perspective, please tell me you wear those glasses in all photos.
She does.
She has a lot of glasses.
I knew. So I was.
Well, I figured after a while, when I couldn't see anymore, we might as well stay fashionable with it, right?
They're fantastic. I knew Sally Jesse Raphael's publicist, known her for years. She said, if you're going to wear the glasses, wear the glasses. If you're going to wear them, make them great, and they will become your signature. They are fantastic. I love those glasses.
Thank you so much.
Gorgeous.
And I just want to say, if anybody out there has talent, whether you're a photographer, videographer, designer, a model, an MC, or want to learn production, LA Fashion Closet is a place to go, because we give everyone the opportunity to show and tell what they have. We would teach you, uplift you, and then showcase you worldwide. So I employ everyone, like Rashad said, go to lafashioncloset.com, because that is the first step that you'll take into becoming great, like us.
Something I try and stress to people: internships and doors into the industry are very, very rare. If you have a door open, take it. They don't happen often.
That's true. That's true. And I just want to add to this that, yes, of course, we're very professional. We do produce quality shows. But, apart from all of that, if you just want to come out and hang out with some people with great intentions, honest people, great team, you would love it. Our models who work with us, they really enjoy working with us, because that they get this family atmosphere. People we work with, we like to work with the same people again and again, so it's not just an opportunity in one project. Again, if you display the same kind of intentions and honesty, then we like to keep you. And we like to keep working with you again and again. So if you just want to come and just have a great time, no hangups, no tantrums, just good time, come work with us, apart from all of the other reasons that everybody else stated.
Look, I always got to tell people, I've worked with a lot of companies, I've been a lot of places, and I've worked with again, I started with Victoria's Secret. I've worked with Dior. I've worked with Chanel. I've worked with a lot of different fashion houses. Not as a model. I was way too fat for that. That's why I did underwear. I had a big butt. But there are very, very few places that treat people with the level of integrity that you do. And you don't treat your models like they are disposable, and you don't treat them, your designers, like their view doesn't matter. I really like the way you treat people. And in this industry, that is very rare. Very rare. Really does impress me.
We're trying to bring about that change with little steps that we are taking, and I think we're doing a good job.
You are
I
absolutely
think you guys
doing
put your
that.
money where your mouth is, and a lot of people don't. And that is very, very unique. I know this is not as high paced a show as we usually do. I'm going to ask you guys, what did I miss?
That's 5 minutes
Yes,
over.
okay, thank you. I'm being told we are at the end of the show. Please go and check LA Fashion Closet. I'm going to ask you guys to follow them. I think you'll enjoy it. And not just because it is, I've got a TV show coming out and totally selfishly helps me. They're actually doing good things. So help me and do good things. See how that works? And of course, go check them out. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thank you. See y'all soon.
We'll see you soon.
Namaste.
Absolutely.
Thank you guys for joining us on Behind the Scenes. I'm the Baroness. We are on with my co-host, Bear Fiorda. This was Behind the Scenes. Genuinely, I'm not going to tell you how awful the industry can be. You've all heard the stories. You really have. These are good people doing something good in fashion, and that's damn rare. It's why Bear's, I don't know, a Boy Scout? What would I call you?
A good person.
Ugh, gross. That's why he likes them so much. We'll see you next week.
Good night.
This has been Behind the Scenes with the Baroness and Bear Fiorda. Only on Talk 4 Media.